Hey everybody, it's John James Hale here again, and I am continuing my quest to build my Juggernaut figure. So here today I have the X-Men Marvel Legends Havoc figure. Picked him up not that long ago from one of the local stores around here. Have to say I'm a big fan of Havoc and the X-Men in general, one of my favorite comic books I read when I was growing up. I have quite a few of them still. A lot of them I've moved on to the Masterworks series, but anyway, here he is in his Marvel Legends packaging. As you can see everything that he comes with inside the blister, and a little bit of artwork on the side. The back's a image of the product with his cool little effects that he comes with control and precision. Havoc possesses cosmic energy to send plasma waves blasting from his supercharged body. He was always an interesting one, the younger brother of Cyclops, where he could absorb the energy around him and then fire it back. Usually came out of his chest, as you can. They portrayed very well in the what's the name of that X-Men movie? Oh God, the First Class movie. I think they did a good job. This figure has him using the effects on his hands. He looks like he has some pretty cool details on him. Alright, give me a second here and I'll open it up and we'll take a closer look. Alright, here we have Havoc outside of his packaging. He's on that pretty standard kind of thin body that they've used multiple times. And he's pretty much just a solid black figure with a little bit of silver trim on him. Some trim on the belt line that goes around to the front, and his gloves have that silver paint on them, a little bit of silver trim on his boots, and of course on his head they added some silver trim and the little red spot. He's got some nice blue eyes and his face looks pretty clean, and he's got the concentric circles on his chest, which usually is his power source. And he has some really good articulation on this body. The head goes all the way around and is hinged and can look up pretty high and down really far. So you can get some good poses out of him. He has the hinged shoulder, which is also on a ball joint, so it goes up and down and around. He has a swivel at his bicep. He's got those wonderful double jointed elbows that I love on these guys, and he has a swivel and a hinged wrist, which is very nice. And ab crunch on these guys goes down to here, and his goes back pretty good. And he swivels at the waist. He's got that ball jointed hips that go out pretty good, and back just a little bit. Swivel at the upper thigh, double jointed knees. And a boot cut, and hinged, and rockers on his feet. So he's very basic, very plain, but I do like him a lot. And then he came with these neat effects, which they kind of don't really look like what he usually fired out of his chest. But they are this kind of cool blue translucent with a little bit of white painted on them. They're not flat. They have a little bit of a distance to them here where it looks like they're kind of moving forward. And these just clip on his wrists. Kind of hang pretty loose. I can get him looking like he's about to fire off a blast. Kind of something like that. So he's really not a whole lot of anything different other than that head sculpt being new and a little bit of paint application on him. But I think he looks pretty good with the rest of the X-Men figures. And he comes with the Build-A-Figure piece. I believe this is the right leg of Juggernaut. And I was actually surprised when I pulled this out of the package. I don't know if it will show up, but there's so much detail in his boot. And it looks like this nice cloth material. So they did a pretty good job there. And again, his leg is half the size of Havoc. So again, we know Juggernaut's a very large guy. And we'll move Havoc back just a little bit and bring him in. So here is Juggernaut and his leg. Let's see if this will pop into place. Very nice. Now we got the full height of this guy. Let's see if we can balance him on his leg. There we go. Just like that. So, yeah, he is huge compared to the X-Men, which makes me happy. More and more pieces I get of him, and the more and more I like him. And I'm excited to finish him. I got 2 more to go. 1 leg and his head, which I believe is Rogue and Wolverine. So far the X-Men wave wasn't as hard as I thought it was going to be to find, thankfully, as some of these other ones that have been recently. I don't know, what's your guys' favorite Build-A-Figures so far of these new Marvel waves? I really liked Absorbing Man when I picked him up. I still got a lot to go. I'm not sure who I should go with next, so go ahead and leave me a comment on which Build-A-Figure you think I should go with next after I finish this Juggernaut. And as always, hit that like button if you enjoyed this, and subscribe for more videos, and thanks for watching.